Is0bel. Is0bel glances up at you. Her expression is grim. Is0bel is different from Duncan, right? Is0bel, she's got so many messed up things in her head because she got her memories back, and they're all bad. But it never comes out during the runs, right? She never loses her cool on a run. Is0bel has what it takes to be a Shadowrunner. SEKC, I've come to a decision. I want these memories out of my head. They are an unpleasant distraction and I was happier without them. Okay, are you sure we've gotten everything we might need to solve our problems from your memories? Right, like before you get rid of them, is there anything else that might help us? Any other information that might help us? When this is all over... Oh, when it's over you did... Okay, fine. You know what? You can do whatever. When this is all over, I'm deleting them. To hell with locking them away again. I'm going to purge my childhood altogether, shred the memories and move on. As an added bonus, it'll clear up a lot of headwear memory. I'm thinking that I could store some SimSense recordings up there. Maybe make it so that when I try to remember my past, I get summers on the beach instead of sorrow and pain. If you think that make you happy, then I say do it. They're your memories and your decision. Maybe. Is there nothing worth salvaging in the mess? Like, are you sure? So rather than facing your past, you're going to run away from it again. No, she's facing them now. That's not right. She's facing them right now, and she's decided that she doesn't need them anymore. These memories are a part of you and they've changed you. Purging them will kill that part of you again. So you want to replace the truth with the fantasy. These memories are a part of you and they've changed you. Purging them will kill that part of you again. Have they changed her? They kind of have. I mean... she seems a little wiser than she used to be. Before she got her memories back. Before she got her memories back, she seemed a little, like... light and vacant and disconnected. Like she didn't really, understand the gravity of things. So if you think that makes you happy, then I say do it. They're your memories, it's your decision. These memories are a part of you and they've changed you. Purging them will kill that part of you again. I mean, this is purely hypothetical, right? Because we don't live in... Oh, we do actually. Well, not really. We don't live in a world where we can choose not to remember things at will. I said that, but actually you can. I mean, you can do brain surgery. It's not very precise, and you might do some like serious unintended damage. But theoretically, you can like just delete parts of your brain. Don't do it, by the way. Don't do it. It's very dangerous, and very likely to have unintended consequences. You'll probably like kill parts that you didn't intend to. But let's like if you. You know, it's not like I've had any I've never had any like serious trauma. So maybe I'm not in a position to make a judgment here. I mean, on the one hand, I want to say that all knowledge makes you wiser, right? All knowledge gives you more perspective. And I feel like being dumb is not really a good solution. So if you're deleting knowledge, you're basically making yourself dumber, right? Like you're making yourself less experienced, less knowledgeable. And I just don't think dumb solves anything. I think dumb is the problem. I don't think that dumb is the solution. On the other hand, trauma is trauma, right? And if there's a way for you to get rid of your trauma, I mean, your trauma can cripple you, right? And I don't really know because I've never experienced serious trauma. So I'm gonna say this one. I'm not sure though. The way the game is, like, the game might not give me a chance to change my mind, right? What I want to do is to say this to see how she responds, and then if she like really doesn't respond well, I would change my mind. You see what I mean? Like, I want to like push her a little bit to see if she really is serious. These memories are a part of you and they've changed you. Purging them will kill that part of you again. Oh yeah? Good. The part of me that knows this shit would be better off dead. The rest of me will be a whole lot happier too. See, like at this point I'll probably say, alright, it's your choice. Yeah, sure, I saw shit in the Barrens that I'd probably be happier to forget too, but living through those experiences made me stronger. But that's you, right? That's not her. Your memories make you stronger. But her memories might be crippling her. That might be true, I'm not in a position to say. You're probably right, in your place I likely did the same, I just wanted to be sure that you thought it through. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna say this. You're probably right. In your place I probably do the same. I'd likely do the same. Well, maybe I won't, who knows? I mean, different people have different... Like, different people get traumatized in different ways by different things. Like, an event that traumatizes one person might not traumatize another person. So a different person living through Is0bel's past might not be as seriously affected as she is by her past. So like, everyone's different. You can't like... You should never assume that your thoughts and your feelings are the same as anyone else's thoughts and feelings. Like that's the fallacy, right? I mean, if they are the same, hey, cool, then you have a connection with that person. And that's great, like you can get along with them, you understand them. But you can't assume that, because everyone is different. You can't assume that everyone is the same. So I'm gonna say, you know what, you're probably right. I just wanted to be sure that you thought it through. Thanks for admitting it. These memories can still help us, so I'll tough my way through it for now, but when this is all over, they're going the way of the dodo, period. Okay. But you know Is0bel, I mean, you're gonna tough it out for now. Okay, good, that's helpful. It's possible that between now and when this is all over, you will have, like, resolved whatever problem there is, right? Maybe when we defeat the evil in the walled city, maybe after that you'd be okay with the memories again, right? Or maybe in the coming days you will learn things about the walled city that allows you to make more sense of your memories in a way that helps you deal with them, right? You never know, Is0bel, right? You never know. But if you decide to delete them, then delete them, right? Anyway. She squeezes her eyes shut, rubs the bridge of her nose between thumb and forefinger. Anyway, I guess you're here with more questions, right? Let's get them answered then. Alright, can we ask any thoughts about the last run? Is0bel simply shrugs, taking a long time to think before replying. What do you want me to say? We helped him kill his old unit. I know that was important to him, but as far as I'm concerned, I was only there for the drone. It's nice we could help him out, but I'm not a charity, I'm in it for the money. Is0bel, if we didn't kill his old unit would track him down. And when they track him down, they'll find us. Alright? We want to kill them on our terms, instead of having to fight them on their terms. You didn't just do it for the drone, you did it so that they don't find you when they find him. Anyway. I'm glad you convinced him not to turn Ishida into a ghoul. If you'd done that, I don't know. I wouldn't ever feel safe around him again, because that's the kind of thing you'd only do if you've lost all perspective. This way, at least he's still a little bit human inside. I don't know, human, I mean, human, that's so anthropocentric, right? To call kindness humanity, I think is a little bit arrogant. Because like other animals can be generous and kind and forgiving. Machines, robots, presumably if we have intelligent robots, robots can be forgiving and generous and kind and altruistic. Right? Like to say that this is human supremacist. Like, you know, like have you seen like cats or dogs taking care of their babies? Right? Have you seen birds take care of their babies? Like it's not human. Being kind is not just human. Like you humans and your self-centered, right? It's kind of like it's speciesist. Right, to say that like everything good is human. No, that's not. I don't like this word. I know a lot of people. I know like everybody uses this, like humane, humanity, human, as a synonym for like kindness, and compassion, and mercy, and charity. But he's not human, right? He's a ghoul. He's not human. And he's not a little bit human inside. He is sane, and he has some compassion. Like it's not about human, man. Come on. Anyway. Anything else you wanted to know? I have a question about the walled city. Alright, go ahead. Is there anything else you can tell me about the Yama Kings? Yeah, I've got another one for you if you want it. I can't say whether this is based on any kind of truth or not. That's for you to decide. How am I supposed to decide? I get to decide what's true or not? But it was always popular when I was growing up, especially with the other kids my age. You'll see why we liked it in the end. It's all for you to decide. No, we need to find evidence in order to figure out whether it's true. Alright, lay it on me. Alright, this one's about a boy named Golden Yam. About how he saved his mother from a fate worse than death. As the story goes, Golden was the cleverest boy in the walled city. He could steal whatever he liked without getting caught, could sneak into any room unseen, and could talk his way past any grown-up that might try to stop him. You get the picture, a real hero figure for the 9-year-old set. One day, Golden's mother fell ill. It was a bloody flux, brought on by a curse, and it was going to kill her. Holy crap. She told Golden that he should accept her death. The curse had come from a Yama King, and there was no medicine that could prevent it from claiming her. She begged him to run, to escape the walled city, and to use his cleverness to make a life for himself somewhere far away. Golden loved his mother, and he refused to obey her request. Instead, he searched high and low for a way to save her life. For a long time nothing came to him, but finally he happened upon an old man who told him about a powerful Yama King that could cure any ill for a price. Which Yama King? One of the ones you told me about, or a different one? Different. He doesn't have a name. Or he did, but because of what happened, speaking it is taboo. The story is a little fuzzy on the details. We always just called him the Nameless King. So Golden went out in search of the Nameless King. He made his way through the Triad territory, past the Thrill Gangers and the Organ Liggers, you know the drill. Eventually he made it to the inner walled city where he found the Nameless King's court. The human servants of the Nameless King took Gordon to stand before the creature they worshipped, and Gordon proposed his deal. Nameless King, he said, I need your help. My mother is dying of an ill that only you can cure. That may be so, said the Nameless King, but what is it to me? What will you offer me if I spare her? If you will restore her to health, I will join your court in repayment. I, the cleverest boy in the walled city, I will serve you loyally and well. The Nameless King was excited then, for he knew of Gordon's cleverness, and he coveted the little boy's soul. Gordon pulled a braid of his mother's hair from his pocket, and he held it out before the Nameless King. A lock of my mother's hair, O King. Cure her of this flux, and I am yours to command as you please. The Nameless King worked his magic, and Gordon's mother was cured. So what happened then? Did Gordon join the Nameless King's court? No. When the Nameless King turned on Gordon, he laughed in the monster's face. I have tricked you, Nameless King, for my mother was the property of another of your kind. In curing her, you have robbed a Yama King of his dinner. The Nameless King raged and turned on Gordon, his razor blade fingers flexing wide, but before he could bring his arm down in a killing stroke, it was caught in the grasp of 1,000 hooks, claws, and fangs, the Yama King's, all of them. You have stolen from one of your own kind, brother, said the Yama Kings. Her life was not yours to save. Gordon slipped away as the Yama Kings descended on their brother. He did not watch as they tore the Nameless King apart and bathed in his steaming viscera. He made his way back home to his mother, who was cured, and that was the one time that a living boy outwitted a Yama King. She stretches, cracking her back, clears her throat awkwardly. I think that's a particular archetype. Like, the only way to defeat a god is to get them in trouble with other gods. I think that's a fairly common story. And that's the story. Like I said, you can see why we liked it. It's basically a fairy tale, and the little boy wins in the end. It's the only story about the Yama Kings that contains even a shred of hope. What do you think it means? I don't know. It probably doesn't mean anything. It's just a story is all. You're the one who asked. No, it's like the only way to defeat a god is to turn him against other gods. That's the story. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to know? There was a man here in Hyoi who was ranting about the Yama Kings. His hair had gone white with fear, and I watched him die. Well, that's morbid. She nods miserably. Yes, it happened when I was a kid too. Not often, but occasionally. People would have bad dreams and then become obsessed with them, consumed by their own dread. When I was a kid, we viewed it as a kind of local malady, dream madness. It mostly affected people with other problems, dementia, paranoia, phobias, that kind of thing. So people would just shrivel up and die because of the dreams. Basically, but like I said, it didn't happen often. I remember one old woman, Auntie Y. Kyung, She had skin like parchment paper, and she baked egg tarts for the neighborhood kids. We liked her, she was good. Oh, egg tarts, sweet. One day Auntie Wei Gong didn't come out of her apartment. She was always up and about by 6 or 7 in the morning. It was part of her routine. For her to sleep past noon was unthinkable. Naturally, the grown-ups assumed that she'd passed in the night. She was old and frail. It was bound to happen sooner or later. So a neighbor, Mr. Ijide, went in to check on her and collect the body. I don't like where this is going. Anyway, what did he find? She wasn't dead. What he found was much worse than that. She pauses, looks you in the eye. Oral surgery was involved. You don't want to hear the rest. Yes I do. You recovered these memories for us. The least I can do is listen to them. This might be important. Like, every detail might be important. Alright, your call. Auntie Wei Gong had been busy that morning. She put She'd put her knife skills to work on her own tongue, carved it out, plated it, and ripped out most of the teeth for garnish. She'd bitten down on a coal from the fireplace to keep from bleeding out. Cut her tongue out, pulled her own... Not easy, by the way, pulling your own teeth out. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of strength. Not easy. And then she bit down on a coal from the fireplace to keep from bleeding out. Why though? Why cut out your tongue and teeth? And you think that a dream made her do this? Oh, because she had too many teeth. Because she had too many teeth, so she had to pull them out. And you think that a dream made her do this? Yes, she did what she did to protect herself from Qianya. Qianya? Qianya. How so? The old stories all said that Qianya would claim you as a slave by tying your tongue into a knot. No tongue, no slavery. The old lady didn't want to take any chances. But why the teeth? Unfortunately for Mr. Ijide, she didn't want him to take chances either. She was a sweet old thing, always looking out for her neighbors. Thanks to the dreams she knew what was at stake, she wanted to help. The other adults didn't make it into Auntie Wei Gong's apartment in time to save Mr. Ijide's jaw. It was hanging by a thread by the time they got there. She'd always had a steady hand with a cleaver. And did he live? Yes, but I think he wished that he didn't. Replacing a jaw is expensive, and Mr. Ijide had no money. He had to settle with a life of miserable silence, hiding the wound in his face and slurping broth through a tube. Oh, he never fixed his jaw? As for Auntie Wei Gong, she suffered an aneurysm, dropped dead as the grown-ups were trying to get her to what passed as a clinic in the Mason district. But she died with a smile on her face. She knew that her soul was safe. Tying your tongue into a knot to enslave you. No tongue, no slavery. But why the teeth? That's all for now. Can we talk about something else? Please, to be honest, almost anything else would be preferable. Walled City, nothing. Alright, gotta go, Is0bel. Sure, I'll drop by anytime.